Shasilone. Hello, Shegun Fatima, good morning. Damilare, good morning. Opola, morning. Elizabeth, Nkiro Jimado, Fumi Adewusi, She Sandra, Kennedy Festus, Godson Keshuku, Gresa Krezu, Okay Babatunde, Born to Win, wow, is that a name? Shidi Odia, Boniface, Daniel Oshona, Rochelle White, Victor Ajenugure, Remy Kalunga, Lynette Ngabo, Amashre Omobu, Charles Alpan, Ikoti Japheth, Dotun Alabi, Eric Nshe, Glory, Bright Chibueze, Stewart, Excel. Well, you guys, thank you so much for showing up this morning. Good day, good morning to you. And it's time for us to commence. So a wonderful day over there to every one of you. And here we go. If you have not shared the link yet, please go ahead and share this link. That's the way for you to get a copy of the message. If you go look for your share button and you share it, the copy of the message will be automatically yours at the end of this message. So go share the link, go share this link, and we'll be ready to go. Okay? So let's go and look for the share button and share the link immediately. And once it's shared, let's take off. So nice to see all of you, nice to have you. Go share the link, and we'll be ready to go. Okay. All right. The message of today is work hard and work smart. Work hard and work smart. A couple of times that I've come here, many people have said that, because I talk about work hard, many people have talked about not work hard, but work smart. I would not interchange those phrases, those words. I would not say, they are the same, but I will also not remove one in place of the other. I don't believe in people saying you only need to work smart, that you don't need to work hard. If anybody tells you that, they are lying. That's just the truth. They are lying to you. They are lying to you. And so you don't just work smart, you work hard. You work hard. If you want to make a difference in life and in the world, your work must be not just smart, but hard as well. So, so today I'm combining the two. Work hard and work smart. You need to work both hard and you need to work smart. You need to work, when we're talking about work, we're not talking about physical work. The people who are saying work smart, I think they are referring to physical work only, that you don't need to exert your energy or too much energy working physically and working hard physically, but that instead of working hard physically, you could actually use your mind. I think that's what they're trying to say. But as the case may be, using your mind doesn't mean that you don't work hard. Using your mind doesn't mean that you only work smart and you don't work hard. even when you are working with your mind and we are working with you are working with your brain, it still needs to be hard. It still needs to be hard work. You still need to work hard, even if you are working with your brain. So that's one of the hardest work that is out there. So to work smart only, that looks suspicious to me. To only work smart looks a little bit suspicious. So today I want to teach you on how to work both hard and how to work smart. And I want to emphasize that word, those combination, that you need to work hard. And number one has to be work hard, not smart. So put hard work first, and make sure that hard works, you do it on your mind. Work hard with your mind. Work hard on your mind. Add value to yourself, and then you can know that you will automatically work smart if you work hard. If you work hard to develop your mind, you will automatically work smart. Okay, now Psalms 104. Psalms 104 verse 23. I like what it says there. Psalms 104 verse 23. It says, a man goeth forth unto his work, and to his labor until the evening. Brilliant. Man goes forth unto his work, and to his labor until evening. There are three powerful combinations here. It's unbelievable. But three powerful things that we don't normally like. Three powerful truths that not too many people like. And those truths are: one, a man, every day, our attitude to work should be, a man goes forth unto his work. You've got to have your work. Of course, when you are working for somebody else, and when you are working for another person, it's hard to work hard. It's hard to, totally be non-selfish, and it's hard to sacrifice yourself. So work was discerned for you. Work was not discerned for you to just make a salary. Work was not designed for you to just get a job. Work was designed for you to work on your own land, on your own territory. Work was designed for you to work on yourself. Work was designed for you to work on your promised land, on the land of promise that God has given unto you. And every one of us has our own land of promise. We have our own sphere of influence. So so that's what it's saying here. Every man is supposed to identify his own calling. Every man is supposed to identify his own area. Every man is supposed to, till his own ground. So the question that I have for you today is, even if you are working for somebody else and you have a job, but you must still find time for your own ground. You must still find time for your own ground. You must still find time for your own land to till your ground. Of course, the ideal situation is for your job to be your calling. That's the ideal situation, that you are working in the area of your calling. That is an ideal situation. But no matter how hard you are working for somebody else, always make sure you find time for yourself. Always make sure that you find time for your own calling, for your own destiny. Invest at least 3 hours in adding value to yourself and to your sphere of influence. At least invest 3 to 4 hours. No matter where you are working, after you've worked 8 hours for somebody, try to discipline yourself to work another 3 to 4 hours on yourself, on your calling, and on the destiny that God has placed before you. So that's the first thing we see in this particular verse. Man goeth forth unto his work. So work is only supposed to be identified with your own land of promise. Work is supposed to be identified with your own calling. Work is always supposed to be identified with your own giftings, with your own purpose, with your own mission. So when we're talking about work, we are talking about your calling, your purpose, your destiny for which God has called you. And that's God's expectation as well. It's a man goes forth unto his own work, unto his own work. So, find time for yourself. And, you don't allow religion to derail you as well. Unfortunately, a lot of churches these days, what they have done is that they they make people go to church every day as if that's their job. So you've spent 8 hours at work working for salary, and then you still have to go to church almost every day. I mean, that is oppression. So when do you have time for yourself then? When do you have time for your own calling? When do you have time for your own destiny? When do you have time for your own work? When do you have time to till your own ground? You see, when God took Adam and Eve, when God created Adam and Eve, He took them to their own ground for them to cultivate for Him. He took them to the Garden of Eden, and He told them to till that ground, to till their ground, to work that ground and to keep it. So that's a symbol to all of us, that every one of us also, just like the first man and the first woman, every one of us also has a territory, a land that is supposed to till for God. God is expecting you to bring forth the fruits of your own land of promise, of your own calling, of your own area of gifting. God is expecting you to go and till that ground and bring the gift and give the fruit back to Himself, to God. So work, whenever you hear me talk about work, I am talking about working first of all for yourself, working first of all on your mission, working for your purpose, working for the advancement of the kingdom of God, and working to fulfill the mandate of God upon your life. So that's the first thing we see in this very short verse. So man goes forth unto his work. Number two thing we see, and to his labor. Brilliant. You see, in the same passage, in the same little verse, there is a different connotation to the word work and labor. And the writer of this scripture is making a division, is separating the two words and using them differently. So when you go to your own work, is go to your own territory, go to your own domain, go to your sphere of influence, go to till your own ground. Then when it talks about to his own labor, that means to his own investment, to his own labor. So that's where you are supposed to invest your life. So your own promised land, your own gifting is your own area of your labor. So you are not just going to work, but you are actually investing your own life in it. It is your place of labor. Goes to his own place of labor. That is your place of labor. Labor is not just working. Labor is working hard. Labor is working hard. So your own place of work is also your place of labor. It's a place where you invest your life. So labor denotes that you are actually not just doing something there, but you are investing your whole life there. You are investing your energy there. You are investing your life. You are investing your time. You are investing your life. So work labor is a place of exchange. It's a place of exchange. You go there and you exchange your time, which is your life, for the fruit and the reward that you are going to get. And that is why, it's the greatest amount of work. The greatest work you could do is the work that will create something, that will add value to some product or to some services, that will create something for the kingdom of God, for yourself and for people. So you must be able to have something tangible that your work is producing and your labor is producing, because you are exchanging your life for it. You are giving up your life so that you have to see what you are giving up your life for. So, and the reason why it talks about labor is because if you are not laboring to exchange your life for something, your life is going away anyway. Your life is going away anyway, even if you're not going to work, even if you don't have anything to do, even if you're just waking up and sitting down and eating, your life is going. But life is supposed to be exchanged for something. That's the way God has intended life to be. Your life must be exchanged to something. Every day your life is passing. And that life that is passing, it must be converted. It must be converted to an exchange. So, for example, this 1 hour that I'm spending here is removing my life. My life is passing. Every second of the day, look what is happening. That's your life. Every second of the day. Every second of the day, that's your life. That's your life. Your life is going. Your life is going every second of the day. Every single second of the day, your life is going. So it is now your problem either to catch it when it's going and convert it to use to produce another product or a service or something tangible. Either you conserve your life and produce a product, or you just let it go, and it's going away, and you are just wasting it. It's just wasting. It's just going away. That's why conversion take place. That's where conversion is. That's why it's talking the place of your labor. And the reason it's calling the place of your labor is the place of your investment. So the person who is laboring is not wasting life. The person who is laboring is not just spending life. Because, spend life, it means that you don't, when you spend life, it means you don't have anything to report. You are not conserving that life that is passing. You are not converting that time. So since you are not converting the time, you are wasting it. When you are wasting life, it means there is no product that time of your life that has passed has produced. There are no added value that time that is passing in your life is producing. So that's when life could either be wasted, or life could be spent, or life could be invested. So when you waste life is when you cannot show anything for it. When you just live your life on emptiness, frivolity, triviality, and there's nothing for you to show for the life that is constantly going. So when your life is just disappearing this way, it's just going, and it's just going. There's nothing to show for it. But when you are spending life is when your life's still going, but you're getting salary for it, or a little compensation, one compensation or the other for it. But when you are converting life, you are not allowing it to fall down. It's not going away. You are conserving your life, and then you are using the conserved life to produce another product and added value somewhere else. That is an investment. And the best place to invest your life that way is into the things that you are called to do. Is into your mandate, into your commission, into the calling that God has given to you. So this man goes, this particular passage of the scripture, Psalm 104, verse 23, man goes forth unto his work. Okay, he has a compound, he has a territory, he has a land that he identify as his own place, as his own ground, as his own land of promise, as his own territory, where he's tilling, where he's developing, where he's investing himself in. But then he goes to his work and his labor. Labor is where he's investing, his life, where he's investing his energy, his time, and where he's producing quality, products, And then look at the attitude that he has. He doesn't just go to his work. He does not just go to his labor, but when it is your own, look at the attitude there. He stays there until evening. Amazing. 3 things. Man goes to his work, 1. Number 2, he invests himself in his labor, 2. Number 1 goes to his work. Number 2, he invests himself in his labor. Number 3, he stays there and laboring in his territory until the evening. Amazing. So it's not just, I've never seen any millionaire that only works for 8 hours. Let me tell you that right now. I've never seen any millionaire that not just work for 8 hours. I've never seen any millionaire or any truly rich person that works less than 14 hours or 18 hours. I've never seen a millionaire that even has working hours. Normally, millionaires that I know, they don't just have working hours. They have unlimited hours to work. Unlimited hours. They work until necessary. They work for as long as necessary. They work for as long as it's needed, because they are working on their own ground. They are working in their own territory. They are investing themselves in their own labor. So, and if you really want to be successful, you must work hard. And the message of today is work hard and work smart. The idea is that you don't alternate working hard for working smart. You don't alternate working smart for working smart and say, okay, you can only work smart. You don't need to work hard. No. Real work, if it's real work, it must be a hard work. You have only all rich people and successful people are workaholics. So this particular psalm is very powerful. Psalm 104, verse 23. So man, this is the way every human being is supposed to live, and this is the philosophy that's supposed to be about work for every human being. The philosophy of work the philosophy of God for about work for everyone is that man goes forth unto his work and to his labor, and he stays there till it's too late for him to keep on staying there. He stays there till evening. He stays there till evening. So if you are the type of person that quickly wants the work to quickly come to an end, it means that maybe that work is not your land, it's not your work. Maybe you are working on somebody else, or you are not in your territory. You are not tilling your own ground. You are not tilling your own ground. You are not investing in your own territory. You are not cultivating your own ground. So that's why but even if you are not working for yourself, no employer will like it that you are always running away from work, and you are always dreaming of vacation or holidays or something like that. Real work is both to work hard and to work smart. Real work is to work smart. You don't even need to think about work smart. If you work hard on your mind, if you develop your mind, that is already working smart. You don't need to find a way of making, by the word working smart, what some people mean is that, you don't need to put yourself to the end. You don't need to push yourself very hard. No, by working smart, I mean to use your intellect. So if that is the smartness that you are talking about, that, you just need to do surface work, that is 419 kind of smartness. That is kind of surface kind of work. That is self-deception kind of work. When I'm talking about working smart, I will tell you what I mean right now. But you need to work hard, and not by avoiding work, not by deceiving people, not by being surface and just do surface work, not by saying you are smart and you are not doing what you are supposed to do. You are hiding. You are just that's not the kind of smartness that we're talking about. The kind of smartness that we're talking about is to work with your mind. It's to work with your mind. Okay. Another scripture that confirms that is Ecclesiastes chapter 9 verse 10. Ecclesiastes chapter 9 verse 10. It says, whatsoever thy hand finds to do, do it with all thy might. Do it with all thy might. Do it with all thy might. Anything that you find your hands to do it with all thy might. That means including working for other people. You've got to be faithful in other people's work. You've got to be faithful in little and in other people's work as well. So if you cannot be faithful there, don't work there. Resign. Don't take the money of that person and do a shabby job. Don't take the money of that person and do a surface work. No. If you cannot do a deep work, a hard work, if you cannot work with all your heart and all your mind, you have to leave that place. Working smart does not mean that, just show up and then get salary. That is not working smart. That is working, that is working deception. That is that is being irresponsible. And that is being, that is just being, to be a slothful worker. That is being slothful. And that is not working smart. Working smart means you are doing your best. You are working hard with your mind. You are not just working hard with your legs or with your hands, but you are working hard with your mind, with your head. So, okay. And so it said, whatsoever your hand finds, do it. Do it with all thy might. Do it with all thy might. For there is no work, nor device, nor knowledge, nor wisdom in the grave where thou goest. So we have a mandate to come to fulfillment here on the earth, and the only way to come to fulfillment is through work. It is only work that will bring you to real fulfillment. It is only work and hard work that will bring you to fulfillment. Okay. Now, let me give you some steps. I want to give you some steps on how to work how to work hard and smart. On how to work hard and smart. Number one, fall in love with work. I mean, just know that work is not a curse. That work is a blessing of God. Fall in love with work, because through work, you can maximize your life. Through work, you can convert your time. Through work, you can create your product. Through work, you can deliver your service. Through work, you can release all God has put in you. Through work, you can unveil the treasures of the earth. Through work, you can unveil the treasures in you as well. So you just need to fall in love with work. Work is one of the greatest blessings that we've got in life. That's one of the greatest things to ever happen to us. Fall in love with work. If you have really in love with work, if you really understand what work is, and you fall in love with work, you'll never have to be considering and be wondering, okay, do I need to work hard or work smart? Do I need to work hard or work smart? You both work hard and smart. You work all the time. And it doesn't mean like doing just one kind of work. I mean, you can diversify your work. You can do this type of work and do this other type of work, do this one as a hobby, do another one. I mean, you know, diversify your work. If you are bored with one, take on another one. You don't just have to work on one area of your calling. You don't just have to work on one particular aspect of life. I mean, God has put so much in each and every one of us. God has put so much in you already for you to be able to work not just in one area of life, but to be able to work in different spheres of life. Discover your gift, discover your talents, discover your promised lands, and use them to maximize yourself, to maximize life, and to maximize the process of production, to produce things for the world, to make the world a better place. So for you to really work hard, you must like what you are doing. You must see the sense in what you are doing. You must know that, by working, that you are bringing forth life, that you are converting your life, you are conserving your life, preserving your life, you are increasing your life, and you are multiplying your life. So that's why that's one of the very first steps to work hard, and to work to work hard and to work smart. So if you are working hard, if you are in love with your work, you are smart. You are smart. Okay, number two, the number 2 point that you need to know to help you work hard and smart is make sure that in everything you do your best. Never do anything 90%. Never do anything 80%. Never do anything, of course, not even 99%. Always make sure that everything you do, you put your best into it. Everything you do, some people always ask me sometimes, what is my best message? Or what is my best message? Because everybody is saying, this one. Some days people will say this is the best message. Another day they will say this is the best message. Another day they will say that's the best message. So everybody every day they are saying another one is the best message. And I always tell them I don't have a best message, because every time I come on stage to talk, I always give my best. I don't have a best message. Every one of my message, to me, they're as good as the other one. But, for you, it might be different, because the one that is the best message for you might be the one that relates to your situation right now. The one that is the best message for you might be the one that impressed you most. The one that is the best message for you could be the one, that maybe is dealing with whatever you are going through right now. The one you might think is not a very good message might just be because you are not very present, or you are not in the there and now, or you are not actually digesting or thinking deep about that particular word and that particular message like the other one that caught your interest. But, all my messages, I try to do my best with them. I try to, give my best. And that's what you are supposed to do. That's what it's supposed to be in life. Everything I do, I try to be the best. Everything I do, I try to do my very best. So the same thing with each and every one of us. If we really, to know how to maximize work, we work hard and smart. And the way to do that is to always make sure that anything you do, you give it your best shot. Anything you do. I mean, I have a philosophy that says that. Anything you do, anything I do, I want to do it so well that there will be no human being, both alive and dead, will have been able to do it as well as I've done. I want to do things in such a way that, out of all the people that have ever lived, nobody could have done as well as I've done. And I want to do anything so well that nobody out of all the 7 billion that are alive right now will do it as well as I will do it. And nobody out of all the ones that are yet to be born in the next 100 years, no one should be able to do as well as I've done and I'm doing anything. That's the kind of attitude we are supposed to have, to give it our best shot so that there is no human being, born or unborn, will be able to do as well as we have done. If you do like that, there's just no way you'll not be successful. You'll be a hotcake. Everywhere you are, people will be looking for you. I mean, like me as a preacher or as a speaker, I don't care whoever is speaking. I don't care whoever is speaking before me, or whoever I'm speaking with, or whoever is speaking on the internet. Or somebody called me the other day and said, Pastor, a lot of pastors are now doing same live program, especially in London and England, and they are putting their time in at the same time when I'm doing my live program, so that all the people there's people will stay with them and go and watch their pastors. I said, I don't care. I said, let the whole world be talking and be speaking at the same time when I'm speaking. If you make the mistake of listening to me, you will see the difference. You will see the difference. You will know that this is where you're supposed to be. This is not ordinary. Unless you are coming with a prejudice or with a biased attitude, because I'm giving it my best shot all the time. And I don't think it's not about pride or anything. I work so well and so hard. I do my own work so well that I don't believe that there's any human being that could do as well as I do. Not just out of the ones that are alive right now, but out of the ones that had ever lived or will ever live. I do my best. I do my research. I work on myself. I push myself so hard that no human being will be as good as I am. So when I don't even see a competitor. I don't even see any competitor with myself when it comes to doing what I'm doing. When I'm writing my books, or when I'm preaching, or when I'm teaching, or when I'm talking, anything that I decide to do, there is even no question. There is even no question. So I try to do my best. It's not about pride or arrogance. No. I'm just trying to tell you that that's what you are supposed to be doing as well. And that's what everybody is supposed to do. That's supposed to be our attitude, the attitude of each and every one of us. We are supposed to give it our best shot. Now, let me tell you something about that. If you are not giving, if one of the reasons that maybe a lot of us are actually not successful is because we are not giving our best shot. Now, let me give you a very good illustration that I think will help you. In this kingdom, in the kingdom of God, only things that you do with all your 100% commitment yields result. If you are not ready to do something 100%, 101%, no result will not come. You could have worked 90%, you could have done it 95%, put in your effort 98%, but result will not come. The result will only come when you have invested your ability, your strength, your energy, when you have done your utmost best. Okay, let me give you an example here. If you're a woman, even if you are not a woman, you know what I'm talking about. For a woman to bring forth fruit, a child, if you are a woman, when it's time to give birth, the success, any success, just like giving birth to a child, will always demand from you a little bit more than you are comfortable to give. The process of giving birth and delivery of a child, I mean, it gets to a place, because I've been there with my wife delivering our daughter, so I know what this means. When a woman is giving birth, she's so committed. She gives. I mean, she doesn't even have any option either to be committed or not to be committed. She's so much 100% there that I, or even the doctor, everybody, she's not aware of anybody that is there. I mean, the example, one very bad example that not very pleasant example, but That's just the reality. My wife, for example, I know she's always so careful. She's always so pious, so righteous, and so holy. She's such a holy, godly, woman. But when she was giving birth, when you are giving birth, you are naked, okay, and you open your leg as a woman. And I was caring for her so that no man doctor will come around, no man doctor, no male doctor will come around, only female, only women will be there. But, they got into some form of complication, and I was trying to ask her, they said their head doctor is a woman, is a man. So do you want him to come? Can he come? Anything. She was ready to say anything just for me to be able to get out of this. She says, I don't care. And the man came and, people putting his hand and doing all the things he needed to do. And I was standing there, I can't believe this. And what I'm saying is that when you are about to give forth and bring forth a fruit, any fruit, either the fruit of the womb or any fruit in life, for you to bring forth any fruit in life, you need 100% commitment. In fact, success will always demand from you a little bit more than you are willing to give. Success will always demand from you. My wife, for example, of course, she was not willing. She was not. It was not a wish to have the man doctor delivering a baby because to see a privacy or something like that. But when you are so committed to giving that child, when you are so committed to pushing and to making sure that baby comes out, you are ready to pay any price. You are ready to give anything. You are ready to let anything go. You are ready to just give anything. Just let anybody come in. So that's what I'm saying, that success will always demand from you your 100% and beyond. When you are giving birth, it is 100% and beyond. And, it has to be a little bit above 100%. It has to be 100%, 101%. Success will always demand from you a little bit more than you are willing to give. So let's say you are willing to work for 8 hours for success, but you will not, if that is your comfort zone, you are working 8 hours, you will not really be successful. You will not break forth in success big time. But for you to break forth into success big time, you will need to add not just that 8 hours, maybe you need to add another 8 hours. Success will always demand from you much more, a little bit more than whatever you are comfortable with. That the bottom line is that success will always push you from your comfort zone. It will always destroy your comfort zone. It will always break you. It will always break forth. Just like the baby, for a fruit, the fruit of the womb to come forth, there must be a breaking. There must be a breaking. So with the woman, the water breaks. They say the water breaks. The same thing with life. There must be a breakage point. There must be a breaking point. There must be a point of when you say, I cannot go anymore. And then you still keep on pushing. It is when you say, I cannot go anymore, I cannot do this anymore, and you still keep on pushing, that's when you hit success. That is when you hit breakthrough. So all those breakthrough doctrines that people have in churches these days, that just come for church and the pastor will just say, I release breakthrough upon you. Today is your breakthrough. This week is your breakthrough. It's the breakthrough. Just by going to church and somebody said breakthrough and you think you are going to have some breakthrough? No, there must be breaking in your system. There must be breaking in your comfort. There must be breaking in your comfort zone. There must be breaking the extra. There must be that factor of the extra mile. You must be willing to go that extra mile. If you are not willing to go that extra mile, you are not ready for success. If you are not willing to go that extra mile, to give something extra that you are comfortable with. Okay, let me give you another example here. What does it mean to give, to do what Solomon says here? Whatsoever your hand finds to do, do it with all your might, with all your might. What does that mean? Only things you do with all your might produce results. Only things you do with 100% commitment. Just with that baby, with the fruit, fruit is also with fruit everywhere. Just like with the fruit of the womb, that takes extra. I mean, when the woman is giving birth, she forgets about cosmetics. She doesn't care for cosmetics. She doesn't. All I hear are messed up. She doesn't care for all I hear are messed up. Even the women that are the most chastest and the most, accurate. I mean, the most, Chastain and things like that. But when she's giving birth, she doesn't care for makeup or hairstyle. Or she just all the way. She just wants to. She's committed every cell of her body. She's committed every bone, every cell, every molecule of her body. She's committing everything. And only at that point of extra commitment, the child comes forth. In fact, as a matter of fact, it's only at the point when she has given up, or she has almost given up. She has thought that, no, I cannot do this anymore. No, she won't. In fact, for a woman to give birth, she must have given up many, many times during that process of giving birth. So that's the same way with success. You will feel like giving up. You will feel like giving up so many times, so many times. You will feel like saying, I cannot go anymore. But when you keep on pushing, when you keep on pushing, that is when you hit it hard. That is when you hit it big. That is the point of breakthrough. That is the point of breaking forth. Just like it with that breaking forth and breaking through with a baby coming out and a woman giving birth, that is how breakthrough come in life. So don't follow all those money pastors that are telling you that breakthrough will come for just because you sow some money to them, or you give some offering, or you give some prophetic offering, or breakthrough offering, or prophetic, or any other offering, first fruit offering. For those are all manipulations and deceptions. So it's your money thereafter. It's your money thereafter. But a lot of people are gullible. A lot of people, they are not using their common sense. That if you don't work hard and give all your best, okay, of course they will be showing you one or two people to be giving testimonies that, oh yeah, that one, it happened to that one, it happened to that one, and now you are thinking, oh, because it happened to somebody, you don't know what that person did also. You are saying, oh, it will happen to you. Well, you better do what you need to do before it happens to you. Anyway, next point is, next example I want to make about working hard and working smart is that you must let me show you one example about working hard. In this kingdom, only the things that you do 100%, 101% produce a result for you. Do you know eggs? Have you ever boiled an egg? Really? Do you know, to boil an egg, you don't need more than 5 minutes. To boil an egg, you don't need more than 5 minutes. If you have the intensity of the heat at 100% and above, and at least 100%. If you have 100%, but if you have egg, and you put it in a water that is only 40%, 40 degrees centigrade. So you put it 40 degree. Would that egg boil? Will you boil an egg with 40 degree hot water? You won't. What about with 45 degree? What about with 50 degree? So that is sometimes what we do. That is how we behave sometimes. Sometimes we think that, but look at other people. Other people are just 20% Christians. Other people are just doing 10%. Other people are not even doing anything. Other people are just working 20%, 10%. I'm working 45%. I'm working 45 centigrade, 45 degree. 45 degree, I'm the champion. It doesn't matter if you are working 45 degrees and all other guys are working 10 degrees. Both you and them, none of you will boil that egg. Their own egg in the water of 10 degrees will just be cold. Nothing is boiling. You put that same egg in the water of 20 degrees, nothing is boiling. You just go there and be shaking it. The egg is not boiling anywhere. Then if you put that same egg, I say, no, I'm the champion. I'm hot, 40 degree hot, 40 degrees centigrade hot, and you go and put that egg and put it in the 40 degree hot water or 45 degree hot water. Yes, the 45 degree or 40 degree hot water is much more hotter than 20 degree. It's much more hotter than 10 degree. Yeah, it's hot. Even if you put your hand there, it could burn you a little bit, and you say, "Oh, it's hot," but that egg will not be boiled. That egg won't. Okay, then So let me now ask you another question. What about if you say you increase the heat and you put the egg now in a water of 60 degree? 60 degree, will it boil it? It won't boil it. You can put it there for 1 year. You go for, I've done it before. When I was in the village, I never knew that it is the intensity of the heat and that and the water has to hit 100 degrees before egg could be boiled. I would sit down there doing my firework and firewood work and be releasing like 65 degree kind of heat because there was no kerosene, there was no, I was using just weak lantern kind of heat or fire, try to boil my egg. I've spent the whole day trying to boil egg before. I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about there. I know what I'm talking about. I'm not a novice in this thing. I've done it before. I tried to boil egg with like 60 degrees and I was, but my grandmother used to boil this egg so easy. My grandmother would just come 5 minutes later or 10 minutes later, the egg is ready. And here I was. And the bad thing about it was, she was not at home. I was trying to steal that egg, I was trying to do it so that nobody would know before she comes back the next day. But I made such a mess. It was such a mess everywhere. Because every time I tried to open it, everything will splash. Everything will just burst. I said, this thing has not boiled up to now, but it's 6 hours now. It's not the amount of hours you are spending to boil the egg that matters. It is the intensity of the heat. It is the hotness of the heat. So that is how many of us are doing. Many of us are working. I'm going to work. I've been working for 40 years. I've been working for 20 years. I've been working all my life. There's nothing to show for it. Of course, there will be nothing to show for it. For you to have something to show for it, you've got to work like it is written here, Ecclesiastes 9:10. Everything that your hand finds, you must be able to do it with all your might. With all your might. And because only when you do something with all your mind, you must be able to give more than 100%, a little bit extra. But what I didn't know is that same egg, if I remove it and remove it from that 60 degree water and just put it in, instead of me doing it for 6 hours the whole day, I could just put that same egg in water that is 100%. Even if it is 99%, it will still not boil. But if it is, it will not be well boiled. But if it is 100%, you only need to put it there for 5 minutes. 5 minutes later, it will be well boiled. But even 99% is not. What am I saying? For you to have real success, even 99% effort is not enough. I'm not even talking about 50% effort. I'm not talking about 60% effort. I'm not talking about 80% effort. Even 99% effort doesn't boil the egg. You just become like me. You'll be suffering. All my eyes, because it was smoke. Firewood kind of, lantern to firewood kind of fire. So all my eyes were messed up, red. Red like crazy. It's like I've been working my whole life. So the same thing with life. You will suffer. You will just be working hard. You will be suffering more than the one that has results. Just like me, I was struggling with that egg. My eyes were all red. All the steam and all the smoke were going to my eyes. All water was coming from everywhere. Because I was not applying the principle. The principle, what was needed is that the water had to be 100%. 100% hot. If it is 100% commitment, 100% dedication, 100% commitment, you hit it big. Just like the woman will never give birth if she doesn't want to push 100%. If she's not pushing, she doesn't want to push 100%, anything you do less than 100% doesn't bring forth fruit. As with the woman, as with the egg, so it is with life. You must be able to commit 100%. 101%. You must be able to go extra mile. You must be able to commit something more than you are willing or you are comfortable to commit. So it is when that water hits 100%. Anything that is less than 100% does not produce fruit. Anything, any effort that is less than 100% does not bring forth that baby. It does not cook that egg. So whatsoever you are doing, and you are just doing it, 80%, 50%, no, you will never be great in it. You, at least, maybe that's what you want. That's okay. If that's what you want, you don't want to be great in it, okay. You don't want to be successful, okay. You don't want to have fruit, it's okay. That's your choice. But if you really want to be remembered, if you really want to, you might not even need to work that's like I said, like I became a millionaire in 9 months. And you might just be able to, what somebody was, like I said, I was talking to one family the other day, and I told them, to become successful is easy. But they told me we are working so hard, it's becoming too much. I said, you know what? Success will always demand from you more than you are willing to give. I said, arrange among yourself. I have a story. I know the story of one guy, Horton Bucks. Horton Bucks is one of the people that used to make the most money in Horton Bucks used to make the most money in MLM industry. MLM industry, in multi-level marketing industry in America. He used to make $1 million a month. $1 million a month. So this guy, how he became that millionaire? He told his wife, he said, I came to my wife and my children, I called them down. I sat them down before myself. That is when he realized this principle that I'm teaching you today. 100%. Only 100% commitment brings any fruit whatsoever. Good fruit, successful fruit, lasting fruit. So when he realized this revelation, he said, I called my wife, I called my children, and I said, family, I'm sorry for this. You will not see me for the next 1 year. He said, I will be coming home to sleep, but I want to be working 20 hours a day, 18 hours a day, 20 hours a day, every day, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Every day, I will be working 20 hours a day. So please, I will not be there for your games. I will not be there for your school. I will not be there for your parents, teachers association. I will not be there for any engagement. I'm going to immerse myself in hard work. But I guarantee you this, after this 1 year, all our suffering, all your need, all the things we used to say, we don't have money for this, we don't have money for this, we cannot afford this, we cannot afford that, all that will come to an end. That's number one. Number two, after this year, ask me for anything. Of course, the wife asked for a Mercedes-Benz after that 1 year, and she got it. The children also, asked for a Jaguar or something or whatever. And they got anything they wanted. They say, ask me to take you out to anywhere. Ask me to build you any house. Tell me where you want to live. But you have to let me go. And said, just let me go and walk. I want to go and commit for the first time in my life. Not 50% to a job. Not 70% to a work. Not 80% to a work. I want to go and commit myself 101% to a work. And I know that after this 1 year, he said, by the time he did that for 9 months also, it's almost like 9 months is the period of time. Woman has to carry a child for 9 months. Hard labor, 100% commitment. For you to carry a woman, to carry through a child, a pregnancy, you've got to have 100% commitment. You cannot, a woman cannot just wake up one day and say, I'm feeling bad today. I've been carrying this pregnancy now for 2 months or 3 months. This third month is difficult. I'm feeling headache. Let me just drop the pregnancy and put it on the table. And then next month I will put it back on. You cannot drop that pregnancy. Or you say, okay, I cannot sleep. I've been sleeping. I like sleeping on my face. And now I cannot sleep on my face because of this pregnancy. I've been sleeping on my back only for 6 months. This pregnancy. Let me just rest one day, Seth. Just one day. Let me drop this stomach. This stomach and this baby, pregnancy just for one day. Just for 1 hour. Let me just have some relief, just for 1 hour. She cannot. She has to have 100% commitment every day for 9 months. 100% commitment. That is the same kind of commitment. If you will do that kind of 100% commitment for any job, if you will give yourself 100% day and night commitment to any task, you become a millionaire. Even if you go and take my video or my teachings, go to sundayadelajablog.com, look for all my financial teachings on the loss of money and on finances. Go and look for all of them. Go and just work on those go on those financial teachings. Go and listen to them. Go and work on them and put the principles in place. In 9 months, you will bring forth your own fruit. And that fruit will not be less than millions. It's the same thing in any job, in any work, in any profession, in any area. So you need to work hard and work smart as well. Whew, wow, what was the time? My. Will I be able to give you any other principle? No, I think it's not necessary. I think I made my point. I think I made my point. Let me hear what you are thinking. If you have not shared the link, I think you need to have a copy of this message. If you have not shared the link, go look for it. Go share it right now so that you can get a copy for yourself and for your children and for the next generation, so that people will be able to, know the truth and be able to live by these principles. And I mean, these are kind of messages that you need to keep for generations to come. And so press the link button, the share button, share that link, let it go to your page, and you can listen to it over and over again. And besides, let me hear your comments. What are your comments? What are you saying? Let me hear your comments. Tayo Oladeru said, I love the laughter. It is cracking me up. 100% commitment. Toshuku Nwako said, thank you, Pastor. Anastasia McDonald, I need to update my game. Nola Hunter said, me too. Okay, Babatunde said, then they will call you obsessed. Oh, yeah, you must be obsessed before you could obtain success. In anything you want to do, you've got to be obsessed with it. If you are not obsessed, you will never be successful. that woman that is carrying that pregnancy, she is obsessed with it. If she's not obsessed, she will not be pregnant. She will not be able to deliver. You've got to be obsessed with whatever you are doing for you to hit it big. Joseph Oyewole said, only things you do with all your mind that will produce results. Total commitment to whatever you are doing is what makes results. Afolabi Victor said, Olaleka, please, do you know any pastor in Nigeria that can do teachings like this consistently for 6 months without asking for money? Abo said, Robert said, Sister Bolu Olotu, good. Okay, that's not for me. Toya, Caro Toya, you really changed my way of thinking. I will keep on pushing. Okay, that's a good thing. Olalekan Faro Tade said, I have no right to mention other pastors. Okay. Olayemi Success said, wow, I got my point for today. Thank you, Pastor. Dotun said, your laugh makes me laugh. Anastasia said, what an infectious laughter. Paul Schware, please, you must get down there with the determination to defeat their false teachings and persecution that await you. Oh, yeah, you can imagine the persecution that is awaiting me there. But I'm going to defeat all the false doctrines. You wait. I'm going to Africa. If you have not made up your mind yet to go with me to Africa, and you want to, pray about it. because we are going to change the world. We are going to change Nigeria. We are going to change Africa. And, if you are willing to join that revolution, I'm doing the African transformation, Nigerian transformation movement. So you need to go to my blog, sundayadelajablog.com/Nigeria, and and get registered if you want to go and make a difference in your lifetime in Africa. She going waffle said, Pastor, I beg no kill person. Tony Oga say, I'm crying with laughter. Paul Good News says, unless you have found something in life to live for that is more important to you than your own life, you will always be a slave. That's so true. Unkem said, this your laughter is contagious. Joseph Oyewole said, only what you do and commit to 100%. Yeah, I think I read that. Lydia Oloruniwo, hello, my sister. Lydia said, this is wisdom. Privileged to be listening to all these life-changing wisdom nuggets, not to be taken for granted. Thank you. Esther said, life experiences prepare you for your calling in life. T.Y. Bob, morning. Not the amount of hours, but the intensity in us that brings us result, okay? Lydia says, it's more blessed to listen keenly and to obey promptly, right? Fumi Jeboda said, your laughter is infectious. Joseph Oyewole is quoting me, for you to have real success, even 99% is not enough. That's true. Nkiru said, Pastor, this teaching is also a joy therapy. Bright Shibu say 100% commitment and dedication and you will eat it big, right? Ola Martin, to have success, 99% is not enough. You have to put in 100% or more. You must follow the principles. Yeah, that's just the principle of life. It's a principle. Daniel say, thank you for the wonderful grandmother story you gave us. They taught us valuable life lessons. Lola Shorunke, at first, when you started working intensively and you are doing what you like, don't expect instant gratification, but success is sure. Yeah, because now, just like the woman with the pregnancy, if he says, okay, I've been pregnant for 1 month, so I'll give birth next month. It's not possible. It has to go through some period, like I said. Nola Hunter, I'm so glad you're live. You are right now. The Lord is truly speaking through you. I'm all the way in Michigan, USA. Thank you, Nola. I'm here every day, by the way. If you are here for the first time, I'm here every day. That is, let's say, of America. In America, I'm here every morning, 2:30 a.m. every morning in America, and 2 p.m. 2:30 a.m. that's Eastern time, and 2 p.m. also Eastern time, morning and afternoon in America, 2:30 a.m. and 2 p.m. And I'm also here every day for British British time, 7:30 a.m. and 2 p.m. Nigeria, 7:30 a.m. as well, and 7 p.m. I'm here every day. Esther Kuganja, that point has driven the message home. No wonder why one lacks the expected result. Calling 40% our best. We will never have the result. Yep. Anastasia says, our culture is used to doing bare minimum. It's an unaccepted way of living. Right. Only absolute commitment brings absolute result. Anastasia said, this is extraordinary. Thank you. Dotun said, I truly wonder why everything is about the material rather than the spiritual. Because for you to glorify God on earth, you've got to live in. That's why you are living in material world. Your body is not spiritual. Your body is material. Your hand is material. Your eyes is material. If you want to be spiritual, why don't you go to heaven? You will be spiritual immediately. The problem is that to glorify God on the earth, you've got to be material. Everything has to be material. No matter the spiritual experience that you have, no matter any amount of anointing that you feel, if you don't convert it to material manifestation, you are just playing religion. Everything spiritual that is not converted into physical material manifestation is religion. That is why. Jesus was very spiritual. But he did everything in the spirit realm. He healed physical body, not spiritual. He healed physical body, didn't heal angels. And then he produced physical food. He didn't produce angel food. He produced physical food. He went to physical synagogues and preached there. He went physically to preach everywhere, going from village to village. Because this is the law of the earth. On the earth, everything must be material before the count. If you are not material here on earth, you cannot even function here. You are illegal here. So it doesn't count. Anything you do that just spirit here doesn't count. For anything to be counted here on the earth, it must be converted to physical world. So, my spiritual sister, you want to be spiritual? God, you were spiritual before. God made you and removed you from the spirit and put you in material body so that you will no more be spiritual, so that you will be material. God made you material because he needs you here to be material. He needs you here to be physical. He doesn't need you here spiritual. If he had needed you here, spiritual, you would have been flying somewhere in the spirit. It's a religious city that we are all living. We think we want to be spiritual. It is God that is spirit. And he is spiritual, but he's in heaven. That's why he cannot be here. If he cannot be here physically, that's why we are not seeing him. But that's why he needs us. He made us not to be spiritual, and we are all trying to go there. You will be spirit one day. Don't worry. You will die. You will leave the body. You will be spirit. But while you are here in the body, you are needed here physical. So don't be too spiritual on me. Rodney Cassey said, don't work hard, work smart. That's not what I said. I said, work hard and work smart. That's the way I put it. Elizabeth Ali said, if it had been possible, I would have passed the pregnancy to the man. Oh, yeah. I'm sure every woman felt that sometimes. Bright Shibu is it? Thank you, Pastor. You are indeed a source of inspiration. Okay, Moses. Massive value again. Nobody gives it like you do, sir. Thank you. Lydia, every principle you've taught that I've acted upon has produced fruit for sure. Thank you for your life, family, and ministry. Cheryl Toya, you have done a great change in my life. Thank you. Abolaji says, this is a turning point for my life. Dr. James says, the message is uplifting. Thank you, Pastor. Afumi said, I need to increase my commitment to 100%. I have to have my 9-month delivery. Kike Moronkeji, amazing. I'm so blown away. I'm inspired to keep pushing, which can be difficult. SC, good. Everything you are saying is urgent truth. Lydia, concentrated gem of wisdom indeed. Thanks for sharing. So grateful. Marianne, I choose to never ever give up but to be 100% committed to bring out my best. Dunabi said, I need to upgrade though. Olayinka, it's true, Pastor. I pushed wrongly while having my daughter, even though I was feeling the pain. No baby came out until I got it right. Obadiah, I need to put 101% in my work. Akin Olatunji, you've given me a different perspective about work. Ade Shade, bless you, Pastor. Now I'm addicted to your teachings. Joseph, thanks for your succinct in-depth. Genesis 1:28 is still the foundation. Daniel, thank you, Doctor. Hard work is the only way to break the yoke of poverty and mediocrity. Olalekan, I caught something, sir, and I will run with it. Wonderful. Olaide James, dear Pastor, thank you, sir, for this insightful teaching. Sir, if you are a pastor of a church and you have a secular work, how do you commit? You commit, that's what I'm saying. The secular work you are having is a job. And that is not what I'm saying right here. But you have to commit more to your work, to your calling, to your... I think you didn't listen to the message fully. Listen from the beginning. And also, go listen to my previous messages on this. I've already answered those questions. Go to sundayadelajablog.com and you'll be able to see the playlist of all the messages. Sure, Pastor, my 101% commitment starts today. No slacking. Aaron Kuma Wesley, Pastor, you share so much on a daily basis to us. How and where do you drink this stuff from? Who pours into your life? I do self-education. I stay in the presence of God like 3 hours a day, and I study 3 hours a day. So that's the secret. I don't have any particular person that I'm listening to. I find it difficult to find who to listen to. That's the problem. It's not because of pride. I just don't. People are just talking things that everybody is already known. So nothing new. Olukayode, if our best is less than 100%, then no fruit to bear. We must work with all our might. Yep. Okay, I must bring my 100% commitment to my work. No more mediocrity. Right. Doris Jomani, you bring God's word alive with ease. Being selfless for God is all that matters. I'm learning fast. Oluwa Folakemi, Pastor Sunday, you are a change agent. You teach nothing but the raw truth. God bless you. Kennedy said, no pain, no gain. More grace, sir. Yep. Boniface Hart, I love this life-changing lecture, sir. Thank you. Gregory Femi, thank you, Pastor Sunday, for bushing me up again. Afolabi Victor, 6 hours per day reading on your field, 30 days equal 180 hours per month, and in 9 months, you have invested 1,620 hours. Wow. Ayobami, there are some that won't ask for money also. Okay, I don't know what he's talking about. Benga, I have just seen my missing link. Abolaji, for every entrepreneur, this information is a necessary tool. Essie says, I shall, this is very empowering. I shall always give 110%. Maria, Pastor, teach us about how to deal with jealousy as an obstacle in the process of commitment. Maybe I would get to that one day, but let's see. Busayo Gumade says, yes, Pastor, hard working and smart working are prayers in action, 100%. Christina Lampe said, 101% commitment, just like the pregnant woman, even letting a male doctor to intervene. Wow, you are blessed, Pastor. Maria Murray, Pastor, okay, she also said that. Patricia Agbino, Nigerian pastor don't do anything with saying, apart from saying Holy Spirit said that you should give so, and so. Thank you, Pastor. Gift blessing. Thank you, my teacher, my pastor, my mentor. You are a bomb. More grace to you, pastors. Wendy Elliott. I love your passion and happiness. Very inspiring to people starting over. Easy Egbe. I need to increase my commitment to 100%. Thank you, Pastor. John Obako. 100% commitment is the trick. Walk, walk, walk. Dunami says, I would never be a failure after this message. Yep. Wow, what time is it? Well, it's about time to go. It's about time to go. Well, thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much, everyone. I'll be back in the evening with some testimonies, life-changing testimonies. So I will invite you back, 7 o'clock British time in the evening, 7 o'clock p.m. Nigerian time in the evening as well, and 2 o'clock Nigerian time, American time, Eastern time in America. So see you tonight. But before then, just 1 hour before then, 6 o'clock Nigerian time and British time, and 1 o'clock American time, that's when we have our live program that is called Ask Pastor Sunday. So if you ask any question, that will be Saturday today in the evening before our live program. All right, blessings. Have a wonderful day. If you have not ordered this message, you just need to. You don't need to do anything. Just need to share it. Share the link, and you'll get a copy of this message on your timeline. Also, if you don't get notifications and on daily basis when I come on, when the message finishes now, you will see a picture at the end of the message. It says to subscribe. You need to subscribe to these programs, and each time I come on, they will send you notification. So press subscribe at the end of the message, and you'll be able to get notification each time. God bless you guys. Bye.